There is You're Luck. In third place, railing along Majestic J from microscopic and out 3 wide is Zambezi as they run their way up the back of the course here and start to turn for home. You're Luck swept to the lead. He leads 3/4. They're bunching up. Phantom Rex back.
It's Brazil's fifth most popular state, hundreds of cities, and its overall landmass is larger than that of Uruguay.
And the state capital, Porto Alegre, has now been hit.
Yes, when we spoke yesterday, the state capital's main river was almost at record levels, and what a difference 24 hours can make. The banks of the Gruber River have now broken and flood water has started to submerge entire neighbourhoods even. We know 2 people have died in an explosion at a petrol station in Porto Alegre where emergency vehicles were being refuelled. Thousands of people have been told to flee the city. Many are taking shelter in sports centres, schools and other facilities. And many have tried to flee the city out of the international airport. Victor Mivarelli was among the few people who managed to fly out before all flights were suspended.
I have witnessed things that I've never thought imaginable in my life. Something like this has not happened in over 150 years in the city. The water does not stop rising, and we keep getting flights rebooked. We are fortunate enough to be able to fly out. 99% of people are not.
It's clear the...
The releasing kick, it goes down the throat of Sarong.
Toi, petit, que tes parents ont laissé seul sur la terre, petit oiseau sans lumière, sans printemps, dans ta veste de drap blanc, il fait froid comme en bohème, t'as le cœur comme en carême, et pourtant l'important c'est la rose, l'important c'est la rose, l'important c'est la rose, crois-moi. Toi pour qui, donnant, donnant, j'ai chanté ces quelques lignes, comme pour te faire un signe en passant. Dis à ton tour maintenant que la vie n'a d'importance que par une fleur qui danse sur le temps. L'important c'est la rose, l'important c'est la rose, l'important c'est la rose, crois-moi. L'important c'est la rose, l'important c'est la rose, l'important c'est la rose, crois-moi.
From the not so well known French city of Toulon, we have moved across the border on the Ligure.
Jeżeli ktoś pamięta jeszcze Polskę z...
Autokarem.
It is
Field is free.
Come back here.
Work together. He brought in a highlights video and we sat down and watched it. It went for an hour and a half. But he was a good kick of the footy, Malcolm Blight. I can say that with confidence after watching that video. I've got another question for the experts, which we'll get to a little later on. But right now, at halftime and Fremantle leading by 31 points, we can pause and get the latest from the ABC newsroom.
Having the captain be a little bit more uneasy and a little bit more unstable, and then having a character like Bond being completely in control really tells the visual story of what that relationship looks like. So yeah, Director Park was really good at giving those specific, detail-oriented framing of characters for us to work within.
And the whole time he's directing via an interpreter, right? What was that experience like? Did you feel like you could understand immediately, or even that process being mediated is so interesting?
Yeah, it's really funny, huh? Like, if you think about it, like the director-actor relationship is quite intimate, and sometimes it just needs, quick shorthand so to get into the ease of being able to figure out what's required in the scene and all that sort of stuff. But his interpreter is, probably one of those skilled persons I've seen on set, and he was able to relay and respond immediately with our conversations. And the thing with Director Park is that he's a man of very few words, so he only needs to get out ideas and, thoughts for you to be able to sort of latch onto so that you can build upon that. And so at first it was kind of daunting. I found myself saying to even the other castmates, being like, when Director Park speaks, do you look at the interpreter or do you look at him?
And what did you land on? What do you do?
You just look and respond to him, and the interpretation's coming through your ear.
Wow.
Because that's how quick and seamless it was. At first it was like, okay, how does this work? But, the more you work at it and the more you just understand that what he needs.
To us all last night that we wipe out what happened last year and put in law the things that we need to put in law to make sure that it never happens again.
4 bodies that were discovered in a remote section of Mexico's Baja California coastline yesterday are being forensically tested amid speculation that 2 of them are the remains of missing Australian brothers. Here's North America correspondent Carrington Clark.
Authorities say the bodies were discovered about 2 kilometres from a campsite being used by Australian brothers Callum and Jake Robinson, who were travelling with American Jack Carter Road. The campsite had been destroyed by fire, and human remains have been discovered.